Google's documentation for their new Gemini 3 model has a really nice example template that combines a lot of their best practices. And I think it applies to way more than just Gemini 3, and I want to go through some of it. Question that comes up all the time is just how can someone get better and more consistent output? And the answer is usually write better prompts. Figure out what you want, write better prompts, use the right model. But it's usually, the biggest part is usually just having better prompts. And I found that the more important your output, and sometimes the longer your output, but definitely the more important your output, the more structured your prompt usually needs to be. So with that, let's go over to whiteboard. I already have it pasted in here, and let's take a look at some of this. Again, it's just a template. It's not really that long, but it might be if you just do what I'll call basic prompts. This is going to look like a lot. It's not that bad, but I'll go through the different sections. So these little things around the role here, those are called XML tags, and this one and this one are a pair. So the slash here just means it's basically saying end whatever started here. So everything between these two tags is going to be, in this case, the role. So this is a way that you can separate the different pieces of your prompt. So this is your role, this is your instructions, this is your constraints, this is your output format. This makes things really clear to the model of where each thing is. So starting with the role, your Gemini 3, specialized assistant 4, and then these square brackets are basically, they indicate something that you're going to replace. You're going to put something in here, and there's usually a description of what you want to put. So here, it's insert your domain, for example, data science. So this would read, if you're actually making this as a prompt, you could say you are Gemini 3, a specialized assistant for data science. Again, if you're not data science, then put something else in there, project management, product management. There are a bunch of examples, but just replace something in the square brackets with whatever is relevant for you. And then you're precise, analytical, and persistent, no problem. Close that and then go to instructions. And now this is a numbered list. Again, it adds structure within here, like these are instructions. Instructions are usually in some kind of order, so this again makes it really clear to the model, here's the order. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Do them in this order. These asterisks, that is the equivalent of bold if you were in a word processor, so like Microsoft Word or Google Docs. The prompts that you use, switch back over, so like the prompts that you put in here in Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude or whatever thing, they're in plain text. That basically means you can't format it at all. You can't do headings or bold or italics or any of that stuff. So this format, it's called Markdown, but it's basically a way that you can get that same effect in plain text. So this is effectively bolded, and then here's your plan, analyze this, blah, 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 and then this is also bolded. Step 2, execute, carry out the plan. Step 3, bolded, etc. Slash means close, so this is the end of your instructions. Now, constraints. This is basically a bullet. Again, this is Markdown. This would convert to a bullet. This is verbosity. Again, square brackets, replace this with something. Instructions in here specify either low, medium, or high. So this would read in regular prompt, verbosity, colon, low. And then tone, colon, casual, for example. Slash means close, so the end of constraint. And then output format. Structure response, again, numbered list, bolded. Replace. just combining all those things. It's just a lot of repetition of the same things. Again, it looks really complicated, but it's not that bad when you just break it down. Again, you're going to replace this with a short overview of your executive summary. Again, that can vary wildly, but just put whatever's relevant, and then you get to your detailed response. This is going to be your main content. Again, replace this, and then close that. This is just an example, obviously, but you can change all this. You can add more of these, so you can have, tone or audience, or there's so many different pieces you can have in there. But just think about this kind of structure and how you're going to break down your prompt, and then within each of the categories, if any of these others make sense. And there are a bunch of other ways. Like I said, these are called delimiters. And again, this is Markdown. This is a numbered list. This is a bulleted list. These are square brackets. There's a bunch of structure that you can add to your prompts. And I know that the pushback I get with this a lot of times is, well, the whole reason I'm using this is because I just want to be able to just talk to it and use regular human language and not have structure. And that's okay, and you can. And that means that your output might not be as good as you want it to be. So you get to decide, do you want to have the ease of just using unstructured, regular human language and then having to do a bunch of follow-up prompts? Or do you want to take time up front and put some structure in the prompt and then get better output? There's not a right or wrong answer. It's just how much time, where do you want to spend the time, basically? Up front to create all this, or on the tail end, just doing follow-up prompts and kind of refining everything, or taking it off of the tool and just doing it, manually. So that's it. I'll walk away there. But this was a really good example from Google's documentation of just a sample prompt that just combines a lot of their recommendations for prompting, a consistent structure, and defining your parameters, and you prioritize your critical instructions, and there's a bunch of other stuff that they're demonstrating here. But I thought this was really well done. And again, it's one of those topics that I talk about a lot, but I don't really illustrate. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to put this out there so that you can see a good example of a pretty short but moderately structured prompt. Try it out. Let me know how it works for you. And I'll see you next time.